Hello dear students, let us understand what is ANOVA. In this video, we will learn the concept of the ANOVA, then how we can calculate the ANOVA using simple calculator, and then third, we will learn how we can calculate the ANOVA using statistical software. So let's begin. So suppose we have designed an experiment in which we want to understand the impact of X compound on the plant height. So we have given the different treatment level of the X compound and we have set up 3 replicates in our experiment and this is our response. So what basically ANOVA does, that ANOVA analyze the variation between the replicates and variation between the different treatment, and it makes a ratio between the variation 1 and variation 2. So these are the explained variation in which we know what is the ratio of the X compound or what is the treatment level of the X compound. So that is why this is known as explained variation. And since variation between the replicate is not answered because all the conditions are same, so these are known as unexplained variation. So basically ANOVA make a ratio between the explained variation and the unexplained variation, or we can say that ANOVA analyze the variability between the groups and within the groups. So in this experiment we can formulate two hypotheses: the null hypothesis, which says that all the values are equal, and alternate hypothesis says that all the values are not equal, they are different. So what is the concept of using the ANOVA? So ANOVA basically tell us that whether the treatment has caused any variation in the plant height or not. So is there any difference between the values of the treatment or values of the control? So answer may be no or yes. So no means there is no difference between the values of the treatment and control, and if the answer is yes, that means yes, there is a significant difference or highly significant difference, or there may be another hierarchy, that means highly significant difference. So these are the symbol. NS stands for the non-significant difference, 1 star denotes significant difference, 2 star denotes highly significant difference, and 3 star denotes the highly significant difference. So this is the history of the ANOVA. William Gozet developed the t-test in which we can compare the two samples at a time. So control and treatment 1, then treatment 1 and treatment 2. In this way only two samples are can be compared. So this is known as student's t-test. Later on, the scientist Ronald Fisher developed the method of comparing 3 or more samples, that is known as ANOVA or F-test. So how many types of ANOVA are there? So there are many different types, but basically there are two main types: one-way ANOVA and two-way ANOVA. If we compare only one parameter, like in our previous example X compound, so only one parameter we are comparing, so that is known as one-way ANOVA. If we are comparing two parameters at a time, suppose we have given fertilizer in the farm and we are also analyzing the impact of the rainfall on the farm yield. So we are comparing two parameters at one time. So two parameters, one parameter is your fertilizer and second is the rainfall. So you are comparing two parameters. So such type of ANOVA is known as two-way ANOVA. So this slide shows the different steps that are used for calculation of the ANOVA. In first step, as you can see, that first we have to calculate the treatment total, block total, and treatment mean. In second step, we have to determine the degree of freedom. If you do not know what is degree of freedom, you can see my previous video. The link is given at the corner. Third step is calculation of correction factor and calculation of sum of square. This third step is very long step, and fourth step is divide sum square using degree of freedom to obtain the mean square. Then in fifth step compute the F value, and in sixth step obtain the tabular value, and in seventh step declare the result as per the rules. So let us understand each step one by one. Suppose this is the table of our experiment. These value will be provided to you in the exam, and remaining values you have to calculate. Like you can calculate the block total by addition of all these values. Similarly, treatment total you have to calculate, and you have to obtain the mean value of the treatment total. So block basically means replicate. So you need not to confuse what is block. Block is simply replicate, and these are the different treatment level, and these parameters you have to, the blue highlighted parameters you have to calculate using simple calculator. So first step is to calculate the block total, treatment total, and treatment mean. Then in the second step, you need to identify, or you need to determine the degree of freedom. So as you can see, the formula of degree of freedom is total degree of freedom is total number of observation minus 1. So how many observations were there? So we were having 20 observations. So 5 different treatments and 4 replicates. So there are total 20 values. So 20 minus 1, that is 19, your total degree of freedom. Similarly, we have 4 replicates. So 4 minus 1, that is your degree of freedom for replicates. Then how many treatments? We have 5 treatments. So 5 minus 1, 4 is your treatment degree of freedom. And then error degree of freedom. So error formula for error degree of freedom is total degree of freedom minus block degree of freedom minus treatment degree of freedom. So this is how we can calculate the error degree of freedom. Another way is to multiply the block degree of freedom with treatment degree of freedom, and you can obtain the error degree of freedom. So this is your second step. Then third step. Third step is very long, and in the third step, first we have to calculate the correction factor. So correction factor is, formula for correction factor is written here, grand total square divided by the total number of observation. So your grand total is 845, square you have to calculate using my calculator, and then you divide by the total number of observation. So this is your correction factor. This correction factor is later on used for calculation of the sum squares. So there are 4 different sum square: total sum square, block sum square, treatment sum square, and error sum square. So formula for total sum square is ex square minus correction factor. So these are the individual values, 15, 17, 85. So all the values I have made dash here so that we need not to confuse anything. So all the values in this table, 15, 17, 16 up to these 88, all the values you need to make square, and you need to add and subtract the correction factor. So this is the total sum square. In this way, you need to obtain the blocks sum square. The formula of block sum square is written here: block total square summation divided by treatment minus correction factor. So these are the block totals, the 4 block totals as we have seen in this table. These are the 4 block totals. So you need to make square of these total block total, and then addition of this block total divided by number of treatment minus correction factor. So this is how you can obtain the block sum square. Then treatment sum square also, the formula is written here: treatment total square summation divided by replicate value minus correction factor. So in this way you can obtain the treatment sum square. Then error sum square, total sum square minus block sum square minus treatment sum square. So this is how you can obtain the error sum square. So the third step is completed now. The fourth step is you need to obtain the mean square. So to obtain the mean square, you need to divide the sum square by the degree of freedom. So block mean square is log sum square divided by degree of freedom. So This is your block sum square, this is degree of freedom. So this is how you can obtain the block mean square. Similarly, treatment mean square and error mean square you can calculate in the fourth step. Fifth step is computation of the F value. So treatment F value is treatment mean square divided by the error mean square. So this is your treatment F value or F ratio. This is replicate F value. So your block mean square divided by error mean square. So this is your replicate F value. So now you have filled a table in which you have written the different degree of freedom, sum square, mean square, and this is your obtained F value. Now you need to compare these obtained F value with the tabular F value. So tabular F value you can compare. You can see a table in the book, a statistical book, any statistical book, you can find this table and you can write the tabular F value here. So you need to obtain the tabular value, you need to use the degree of freedom, and after writing the tabular F value, you can compare the observed F value and the tabular F value. So what are the rules for calculation for declaration of the result? So if your observed F value is greater than tabular F value at 5%, so that means the variation cause is significant with 95% probability. So we need to denote using single star. If the observed F value is greater than tabular F value at 1%, that means the variation is highly significant with 99% probability, and we need to denote the F value using double star. And if the observed F value is less than or equal to tabular F value at 5%, that means the variation are non-significant. So this is our final result. The treatment F value indicates that there is a highly significant difference, and replicate F value indicate that there is no significant difference between the replicate value. So we wanted to know that whether there is any significant difference due to treatment or not, and in our example we can see that yes, there is a highly significant difference due to the treatment. So this is how we can calculate the ANOVA using simple calculator. So let us understand how we can calculate the ANOVA using statistical software, that is Prism. So when we click on the Prism software, a window appears. So first we have to check this box, a single column of the value, and click on OK. So this is our empty table. We need to fill the values. So we can fill the values. Treatment values are these. We can copy and paste here. And these are the Y values which are dependent on the X values. So these are the 4 replicate values. We can copy and paste them. So this is the filled table. Now in the Prism, we can click on Analyze and click on One-Way ANOVA and click on OK. Since we have replicate value also, 4 replicate values also, so you need to click on Repeated Measure Test. That means yes, we have replicate value also, and click on OK. So this is the final result. As you can see, the F value 0.658, and the summary is non-significant difference between the replicates. And this is the summary, this is the F value of treatment, and the summary is that yes, there is a highly significant difference due to treatment. And apart from this summary, you can see that ANOVA table is also calculated. So these are the steps that required for the calculation of the ANOVA in the Prism software. First we have to open the software and select the single column. Then we have to feed the data into the columns, and then click on the Analyze button, and then select the One-Way ANOVA and check on Repeated Measure and click on OK to obtain the ANOVA result. So this is all. In this video we have learned the basic concept of the ANOVA, and then in the second step we have learned the calculation of ANOVA using simple calculator, that is manual calculation. In the last step we have learned how to calculate the ANOVA using Prism software. Thank you for watching.